There's a moment most Windows users have at least once, even if they don't admit it out loud, where the system feels like it's fighting against them instead of working for them. Maybe it's a forced update right before a deadline. Maybe it's the system slowing down over time for no clear reason. Or maybe it's the constant background activity you never fully understand. And then, out of curiosity or frustration, you try Linux. And you discover one thing that completely changes how you think about operating systems forever. That one thing isn't flashy, it's not some viral feature or a gimmick, but once you experience it, going back feels almost impossible. It's control. Real, complete, user-first control over your system. On Windows, you're always negotiating with the OS. You want to install something, it asks for permissions. You want to stop something, it might restart itself. You want to update later, it insists on doing it now. Even something as simple as customizing behavior often leads to registry edits, third-party tools, or hidden settings buried under layers of menus. There's always this sense that the system belongs to Microsoft first and you second. Linux flips that completely. The system belongs to you entirely, and that changes everything about how you use your computer. No mystery services. No hidden telemetry you didn't agree to. No software you didn't install quietly doing something in the background. That's the Linux experience when you embrace this one trick fully, building and controlling your system exactly the way you want it. And this isn't just about customization for the sake of aesthetics, although Linux can look absolutely stunning if you want it to. This is about functional control, performance control, and privacy control all at once. Let's say you install a Linux distribution like Arch, Fedora, or even Ubuntu. From the very beginning, you're presented with choices. Do you want a lightweight desktop or something visually rich? Do you want stability above all else or the latest features? Do you want minimalism or convenience? These aren't locked decisions either. You can change almost everything later without reinstalling the entire system. On Windows, your choices are limited to what Microsoft decides to expose. On Linux, if something exists, you can probably use it, tweak it, or replace it entirely. This is something Windows still struggles with in 2026, despite improvements. It's a single command or a click through a trusted repository. Everything is centralized, verified, and integrated into your system. And more importantly, everything updates together. Your apps, your system libraries, your core components, all in one seamless process. No reboot required most of the time. No interruptions, just smooth, controlled updates. But it goes deeper than that. Because once you understand package management, you realize you can shape your entire workflow around it. Want a minimal system with only essential tools? Done. Want a full development environment with every library pre-configured? Done. Want to experiment with different desktop environments without breaking your system? Also done. You're not locked into one vision of how a computer should behave. You define it. This is where Windows starts to feel outdated. Not because it lacks features, but because it lacks flexibility. It assumes one size fits all, and while that works for many users, it becomes limiting the moment you want something different. Linux doesn't assume anything. It gives you the tools and trusts you to decide. Linux trusts the user in a way Windows simply doesn't. Yes, that comes with responsibility. You can break things if you're careless. But it also means you can fix things, optimize things, and understand things at a level that Windows rarely allows. When something goes wrong on Linux, you can usually find out why. Logs are accessible, configurations are readable, and solutions are often just a command away. On Windows, troubleshooting often feels like guesswork or waiting for an update to magically fix the issue. Let's talk performance for a second, because this is where the impact becomes very real. When you control what runs on your system, you eliminate unnecessary overhead. Linux can run incredibly fast, even on older hardware, because it's not carrying the weight of unused features and background services. You can strip it down to the essentials or build it up exactly to your needs. Windows, on the other hand, comes with a lot of built-in components that you may never use but still consume resources. And then there's the concept of composability. This is something that sounds technical, but it's actually very intuitive once you experience it. On Linux, tools are designed to work together. You can chain commands, automate workflows, and create powerful systems out of simple components. It's like building with Lego blocks instead of using a single, sealed box. This philosophy extends across the entire ecosystem, from the terminal to graphical applications. For example, you can write a simple script that updates your system, cleans unnecessary files, backs up important data, and sends you a notification when it's done. Try doing that on Windows without installing multiple tools or dealing with complicated setups. On Linux, it's often just a few lines of code. And once you create it, it becomes part of your system, working exactly the way you want. This is the trick. It's not a single feature you can point to in a screenshot. It's a mindset enabled by the system. The idea that your computer should adapt to you, not the other way around. And once you internalize that, everything changes. Even the user interface becomes something you can truly own. Don't like how your desktop looks or behaves? Change it. Switch to a different environment, tweak animations, adjust layouts, or build something entirely unique. You're not limited to themes or skins. You can redefine how windows open, how workspaces behave, how notifications appear, and how you interact with your system on a fundamental level. You can have a beginner-friendly experience while still retaining the power to dive deeper when you're ready. It's not an all-or-nothing situation. You start simple, and as your confidence grows, you unlock more of what Linux can do. Security is another area where this control makes a massive difference. Because you decide what gets installed and what runs, your attack surface is naturally smaller. You're not relying on a single company to push patches or manage threats. The open-source nature of Linux means vulnerabilities are often found and fixed quickly by a global community. And because updates are centralized, you're not stuck waiting for individual apps to update themselves. Privacy, of course, is part of this too. With Linux, there's no built-in data collection unless you explicitly enable something. Your system isn't reporting back to a corporation by default. That alone is enough for many users to make the switch, but combined with everything else, it becomes a compelling package. Now, to be fair, Linux isn't perfect. There are still challenges, especially when it comes to certain proprietary software or games. Hardware compatibility has improved dramatically, but it's not flawless. And the sheer amount of choice can be overwhelming at first. But these are trade-offs, not deal breakers. And for many users, the benefits far outweigh the downsides. What's interesting is how this one trick, this idea of complete control, starts to influence how you think about technology in general. You begin to question why things are the way they are on other platforms. Why can't you remove certain apps? Why are updates forced? Why is customization so limited? Once you've experienced a system that respects your choices, it's hard to go back to one that doesn't. And this is why more and more people are making the switch. Not because Linux is trendy or because they hate Windows, but because they've discovered a better way to interact with their computers. A way that feels more natural, more efficient, and more empowering. So when people say Linux makes Windows look outdated, it's not about visual design or raw features. It's about philosophy. Windows still operates on a model where the company sets the rules and the user follows them. Linux operates on a model where the user sets the rules and the system follows them. That difference might seem subtle at first, but in practice, it's massive. Once you realize that your computer can be exactly what you want it to be, nothing more and nothing less, you start to see the limitations of other systems more clearly. And that's the moment everything changes. That's the moment you understand why this one Linux trick isn't just a trick at all. It's a completely different way of thinking about computing,